Welcome, I'm back with mushrooms. Yay! So as you can see, those are chopped tomatoes, onions, carrots, and spring onions. Spring onions are just from my garden. So yeah, these are mushrooms and cooked mushrooms. In Uganda we call them ebituzi, and then yeah, they are big mushrooms. Then the small ones are called obutuzi. So we start chopping them. I prefer chopping them in smaller pieces because they cook faster. So tell me how you like to chop your mushrooms, in bigger pieces, in smaller pieces. How do you like to put it in the comment section? Let me know. Let us chat. So normally the stem is always hard, so I normally don't really chop a lot of it. I chop some part and then leave the others. So these are chopped. See how nice they look like. So we heat our pan and put the onions, of course with cooking oil. we let them cook. We let the onions cook, and of course don't let them be so brown. Here is the time to put our tomatoes. And recently I've learned to cook. I've learned to cook with less onions. Like I just put them in cooking oil, then they cook. I put my tomatoes, then after, actually I'm going to show you what I'm talking about now in this video. So I leave some onions for later. Here we are putting in a little tiny blender, and I normally want to use this because it has really, from time to time, it has shown me that actually it gives a real paste. It doesn't leave the peelings, it doesn't separate the tomatoes. It is like neat. Yeah, so I've decided to always use this as I blend my tomatoes. And even for pilau, you can use this to blend your pilau products. Whatever that means. Okay, your pilau onions and tomatoes. So here we are done blending. We put back the paste. See how it is. See how the tomato is, like as if it's just from the bottle. So we let it cook a little bit. We added all the spices that we wanted, and then we add, this is the time to, that is black pepper. This is the time to put in some little water so that it really doesn't stick on the pan. So remember that. That is we add in, you see what I was telling you about. I don't blend some onions, I leave them aside for this part. I put in the carrots, the spring onions, and then the carrots. You've understood what I'm saying. So I think this is like my recipe for now. I added in little water so that it really doesn't stick from the pan before I added in my mushrooms. Yes, you need to add in some little water so that as you put in the mushrooms, they suck in all that goodness from the ingredients. You see what I'm talking about? They're all turning ready. So yummy. Oh my god, I can't wait to skip this part. Like let's skip to the good part. To the good part. So you let it boil a little bit, you add in some water, you stir. You add in enough water to cover them, and then you just put in salt to taste. Don't forget that. Put in the salt for taste, and then stir a little bit, and then cover for them to cook. You put the water, you make sure that the water is covering the mushrooms, depending on how much soup you want. But for me right now it was a side dish, so I had to put in little water. As you add in water, remember to always add in salt. Yeah, so you cover and let it boil. And this is the good part, I put in plain yogurt. You guys, whoever taught me putting plain yogurt in food, they need a clap. Please, I'm clapping for you. So I put in my plain yogurt, I put in those 2 spoons, and then I let it boil. You guys, you need to try this. Please try, like, go buy that mushrooms and try it. So after boiling, you stir around, you see if the salt is enough, you see if the yogurt is enough, you see if the spices are okay. Like, man, I would have removed them at this time, but I didn't want a lot of water, so I let it boil so that the water can reduce. You can see it is already ready, like it's ready for eating. So here is the good part. See that goodness, see that soup, see those carrots, see that color. You guys, oh my god, like, please, this is amazing. So that is our mushroom soup. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Remember that. Thank you for watching. Bye.